My beautiful bitches, it's me, Fiona St. James, and welcome to another episode of Fiona's Coffee Talks. And as always, I like to start off every day with a fresh, hot, black cup of coffee. Hold the cream! I'd love to. And of course, I think of my favorite quote of the century by Oscar Wilde, which says, life is too important to be taken seriously. So lighten up, folks, because guess what? In a minute, we all gonna be dead anyway, so... Anyway, so today's topic is, drum roll, could you tell? Yay, story time. Happy St. Patrick's Day. So, a year ago when I started these Storytime videos, it was all about my favorite, whatever the occasion is. So now this is my second St. Patty's Day. If you saw the one last year, I spoke about this place, McGinnis Bar, and how I would always go there like once a year. And that one particular year that I picked up this hot straight Spanish guy who called himself Coco. Girl, I can't make the shit up. Watch that video and you'll hear that story. So now here it is a year later, and I was like, what's my second favorite story? And then I thought maybe I'll tell them about the time that I slept with that leprechaun, but I figured that's too short a story. But so so instead I thought, you know what? I should just talk about like McGinnis itself. So McGinnis, I live in Sunnyside, which is a very Irish neighborhood, which I love. And McGinnis is this like Irish pub. I don't know how long it's been there, but I've been here 25 years and it was already there. A couple of years after I had moved into the neighborhood, a friend of mine was visiting. He was like, oh, let's go in here. And it's funny how like, because I'm gay and that's a straight pub, I would have never thought to do that. Like, I guess I was of the mindset that, well, if it ain't a gay club, what's the point? But we went in, we had a great time, and then I remember, like, 9 months later, a year later, I was like, let me go in here again. So, moral of the story is, this particular place, it's so friendly, it's so wonderful, it's technically like a sports bar, because they have flat screen TVs everywhere, and each television is showing whatever sport. And, so probably like 7, 8 TVs. And it's always just guys in there. And like the people that work there, the bartender, the wait staff, everyone, like heavy Irish accent, the people that go there, like everyone is Irish. And so, even though they're speaking English half the time, I'm like, these bitches drink. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. But I digress. So the point is, when I go there, I always have this great time. And because, I'm friendly, I'm sociable. And so all of that made me think of, as a gay guy, like growing up, I would always hear all these queens talk about, oh, I love straight guys and blah, blah, blah. And I always thought to myself, well, wait a minute. But if they're straight and you're a guy, if they're straight, they like women. So I don't really understand like what that whole concept of wanting to conquer that is. I mean, now, having said that, I ain't the butchest thing on the planet. And in my own dating life, it seems like the guys that I've ended up with or who are attracted to me or who hit on me. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. I forgot to do this. Hold on. Are we lit up yet? We are now. So, anyway, I would hear these guys go on about, oh, straight guy, this, that. And so with me, like, yeah, like a lot of the guys that hit on me have a straight pass. And so I get the appeal, but I think there's a fine line between like being respectful and like being crude. And I think where people fail, some of these other queens, like they go in there with that mindset. So then all of a sudden it's this whole conquering thing. And then they come across as too aggressive. Now, I'm not aggressive, but I am assertive. And when I go to McGinnis, I don't go with the mindset of that I'm going to pick someone up. But once a year that I go in there, I generally do, but that's never my end game. That's not my intention. My intention is always just to go there, enjoy myself, have fun, meet people, be sociable. Yeah, listen, you ain't going to find a bigger flirt than me, but there's a way of flirting that's harmless where you're not being crude about it and where you are having respect for them and most importantly, respect for yourself. So the mutual respect of yourself and the person who you're interacting with speaks volumes. Now, if you're going to be a fool about it and cross that line and be grotesque, you're probably going to get your ass kicked. That's not what happens with me. So, and I think that's where some people fail. So have self-respect, respect the other people, or whoever you want to talk with or flirt with. And then it really shouldn't matter what your orientation is, what your race is. You should be able to go anywhere any bar and be able to speak to any and everyone so long as you have that. And I'd like to think that that's always been what I'm about. And I think that's why I do well at that place. Well, meaning that like I always have a good time. Like I could honestly say I've never been in there where suddenly I've been like, oh, I had a terrible time. And even if I don't necessarily like, pick someone up, although usually I do, but that's not even relevant. The relevant point is to go there. And I guess the relevant point of this video is be yourself, be true to who you are, but just be mindful of the whole level of respect that any evolved human being should have self-respect and know to not cross that line unless you a stupid bitch and you don't know nothing, then you're going to do that. I'm not. So, anywho, so that's the scoop. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Today, as you know, it's Friday. My video is always Friday. Well, today is not Friday, but you're watching this on a Friday. So yesterday would have been St. Patrick's Day, and I'm toying with the idea that I might actually go to McGinnis just to be with my Irish kinfolk. Maybe, maybe go to McDonald's and get like a Shamrock Shake. Ugh. Do they still even make that crap? Shamrock Shakes and Lucky Charms cereal. I love you Irish guys, but those two things, Shamrock Shake is green. I don't want to drink some shit that's green. And Lucky Charms, I mean, marshmallows and just different. I can't. Anyway, I digress. So thumbs up if you like what I have to say. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. McGinnis Bar, northwest corner, 45th Street and Queens Boulevard. If you go there, tell Kieran that Fiona sent you. All right, guys. Love you so much. Thanks for indulging and being here with me. And stay safe and healthy. Love you.